Hi folks, welcome to the live stream today for Secrets of Mana. Fuzz here as per usual, and we're going to pick up where we left off on the last live stream, and I know that was a couple of days ago now. I took the weekend off. I was going to stream Saturday evening, but I was just too tired in the end, so I never scheduled one. Yes, hi Captain, welcome to the stream, mate. The challenge that you told me about, yeah, I was looking at that, and it looks like something that I might be interested in giving a go. But because I think it's going to require some dedication, I don't really want to get into it until I know I'm going to have the time to do so, which probably won't be for a while, unfortunately. But I do appreciate you pointing it out to me, and I will, remember to have a look at it again once I think I can dedicate some time to having a good shot at it. Alright then, so what we're going to start by doing today, because I did have a dabble earlier on off stream, and there is a boss coming up, and some of the enemies in the upcoming dungeon are a bit of a challenge. So we need to go and find a town in order to stock up on items. I don't really want to purchase any from that Nico fellow, since he does like to charge, well, double price, which we need to avoid if possible. And once we've stocked up on items, I also want to just do a little bit of grinding, which I know isn't the most exciting thing to do on stream, but it is important that we gain just an extra level or two to help us on our way. As I say, some of those upcoming enemies can be a little bit on the hard side of things, so I would like to be able to make sure we're prepared to take on the challenges. The thing with this game, it is an old school role-playing game, and it is highly advised that you do some kind of XP grinding in order to make your way through the game. I'm just trying to think which is the nearest town we can actually enter. Maybe we'll just run around for a minute or so until we find something to do. And we're looking for an NPC that we've just been told about by the person in the water palace. But they're a little bit a ways from here, so I'll show you where that is once we get to it. Oh, you rump. Yeah, he was for me, wasn't he? He charges like 300 GP or something ridiculous, which just isn't sustainable, at least not this early in the game. So that's why I'm just trying to find a town where I can stock up on them a little bit cheaper than with Nico himself. And I don't mind backtracking a bit because I could really do the experience. Although if we can pick up some candies on the way, then that'll save us having to spend a lot of GP on those. Wonder why the other party members aren't here with us. Does anybody know why that is? It says they're in the party, but I can't see them. Normally they're following us around. It just seems on this occasion that they don't want to do so. So we're having to just go around in circles. Oh, Bellastar, thanks for following on Twitch. Appreciate that. Yeah, don't forget, guys. I do live stream on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Hi Joel, yes I had a good afternoon, thanks matey. How about you? It's nice to get some recovery in actually. It was quite a chill weekend more than anything. I was going to stream Saturday night. I did mention to some people that I was hoping to do that, but I just wanted to relax in the end, so I never scheduled anything. Okay, so I've just come to the village here, and I should be able to spend some of this money on some healing items that are going to help us going forward. So we'll get 10 candies, since we might get a couple more from the enemies as well. And this is what I really want, cups of wishes. There we go, we've got anything all maxed out on them. Any other items we want to get maxed out on while we're here? I guess medical herbs, since they're only cheap. Cruzel, hi mate, welcome to the stream. Just to confirm, guys, can you hear me okay? Coming through on the audio there. Hopefully you can.
Anything else? Come again.
But it has been a couple of days since I streamed, so it is possible for my settings to get messed up. But if you can let me know in chat, then that would be appreciated. Oh, you can, brilliant. Ah, fair enough, Joel, fair enough. Also, don't forget, guys, as usual, unfortunately, there is about a 20-30 second delay on stream, meaning that when you type your message, I won't be able to respond to it for 30 seconds or so. I'll see the response and I'll respond immediately, but it won't come through to you until about then. Oh, look, the party members are here again now. That was weird, wasn't it? Running to that village, they weren't present, I'm not sure why. Maybe it was a bug or something. One of my things I do like to nitpick about this game, I'm assuming it was the same on the original though I never played it, is when the enemies get knocked down and you can't damage them because they're stunned on the floor for a few seconds. That's just frustrating more than anything. But like I say, it's more of a nitpick than a real down-to-earth criticism. Okay, so now we're nicely stocked up on gear. What I'm going to do is just kill a few fishes, which are near the water temple, and that will allow us just to get a little bit of experience in order to take on the upcoming boss fight, which is early on in that dungeon, actually. But those fishes that we're going to be tackling are like one of the standard enemies in that place, but they're really quite tricky. So that's why I wanted to spend a few minutes on them, gaining some experience. I need to speak to this fella.
Hey there, special offer just for you. Only 50. The water palace, huh?
Hi Abhijit, I'm doing fine thanks mate, how are you? So guys, I'm also hoping to do a stream later on this evening as well. And I'll probably be streaming Final Fantasy 12 then if I do. So if I can do one of each every streaming day, that covers everybody that wants to watch both Secrets of Mana and or Final Fantasy 12. So we need to head over to the right in terms of the story and in terms of where I want to go to grind a few fish here. It's just like the original on that, is it, Rum? I guess we've been spoiled, haven't we, with some of the new mechanics that have come in games more recently, in more modern games. With stuff that we never used to get in the old school gaming experience. Also, if somebody has any ideas, I know how to charge the weapon and use it, you know, in its fully charged form, but it doesn't seem to do a whole lot of extra damage. So am I missing something there? Because look, it takes a while to actually charge it to max. If I do that now, hopefully we won't get killed as I do so. There's level 1. There's level 2. A bit of effort involved there. And it only actually does about double damage, in which time most of my party members are dead anyway. So I seem to be missing something with that. Now I'm not going to use Cup of Wishes here, because we can just heal up at the water temple. Ah, that's good to know then, Rum. So it's actually still worth striking them, and then they'll take the damage once they wake up from their stun. Ah, thanks, Rump, I appreciate that. That's actually made things a whole lot more... Well, let's just say it's woken me up to that, because I did not know that before. Oh, that's good to hear, Abhijit. Glad you're doing okay. Yeah, I hope everyone had a pleasant weekend. So we're just going for a chilled, laid-back session here, since it's Monday.
I hear you. Would you like to save the Undine? Her barrier.
And I'm just going to spend 20 minutes or so just grinding some of these fish to try and get our experience built up a bit, our levels maybe upped by 1 or so. I don't expect a whole lot. But somebody mentioned on the last stream that it's ideal to be about level 15 by this point, and I'm only about level 11 and 12 depending on the character. So I don't expect to grind to level 15 on stream, don't worry. But I just want to get an extra level just to help us on our way here. Also guys, if you want to know the streaming, so the schedule for the streaming that I'm doing at the moment, I've put it on my main YouTube page, But you can also check out the FuzzfingerGaming fan page on Facebook as well, since I do tend to post quite regularly on there about when I'm streaming and stuff. So please do go ahead and like that page if you haven't already. I'll leave a link to it, well I have left a link to it in the description. Okay, Rump, another useful tip there. So I calculated I'm getting about 90 experience each time I clear this screen out. Each character's getting about that amount. The AI doesn't particularly work too great, I've got to be honest, which is why our party members that I'm not controlling do tend to take a fair bit of damage. See, look, they just do not move from the damage there. And this acid rain is quite nasty as well. The good news is we do have an auto-save feature in this remake. So if you get wiped on a group of enemies, you'll just spawn again at the area where you came into them. Yeah, cheers, Joel. Right, we need to go and head back after this one to heal up again. Still not dead. There we go. Yeah, welcome as well, guys, to those just joining us. I've seen a few have logged in to the chat. We're just starting our session today for the first 15-20 minutes or so. Just grinding some experience. Try and get an extra level. And our party members here. Since the enemies in this dungeon do hit quite hard, and because the AI is not great, our party members could end up dropping like flies if we're not paying attention. Go ahead and save.
Undine, her barrier, she could be in...
So what I've done is set the two girls up with ranged attacks, since that tends to keep them a little bit further away from the enemy. And then my main dude here, Fuzz, is going to be up into the thick of the action, where I can control him and move him away from damage. So I do wish actually that I'd played the original. I might actually do so at some point. A lot of people have done so on stream, on Twitch, on the chats and stuff of Twitch and YouTube. Wow, that is a lot of damage. Let's just throw candy on.
Thanks.
I was actually reading a text message while trying to talk and play then, which is why I got a bit messed up. Okay, there's a level. So let me just see how far away from leveling we are on the two ladies here. And then we'll probably move on, try and take the boss on at that point. Yeah, we're nearly there, look. I reckon one or two more of these screen resets should do the trick. If I wasn't streaming, I'd probably grind for a good hour or so. But for now, I just want to do the bare minimum, really, so we can get through the content. Okay, there's our next level. The bare minimum of grinding, I mean. Yeah, Acid Storm hurts. You can't move, you get paralysed, so the enemies can do whatever they want to you then. So this should be the last time we need to enter this screen. Okay, there's another level. And we will have 3 more in here. This is the entrance to the dungeon. So let's actually just move ahead a bit now. Is that on the PS4 version, Abhijit, or the PC version? I've not heard of that myself. Unfortunately, I haven't yet experienced it, but maybe it's a good idea to make backups. I think what I'll do after this particular stream, now you've mentioned that, is just upload my save game to the PS4 servers. And then at least if something does go wrong, we've got a backup of it there. It's a bit annoying actually, you can only have 2 main save files. It's not a lot really. Okay, so this is actually a boss fight. And it starts off fairly simple. But it does get a little bit trickier after. So we just smack this thing round a little bit. Like this. And eventually, there we go, it's going to turn into this thing. And once it hits a party member, we need to hit it in order for it to spit it out, I think. Oh, come on guys, get me out. There we go. Oh, and again. So we need to try and stay to the side. It can't actually suck us in then. Although sometimes that's easier said than done. Let's just go ahead and eat a candy. Captain Bash, if you like the old school Japanese role-playing games, then yeah, absolutely, I think there's a lot of enjoyment to be had here. He keeps curing himself, which is really annoying. I think he's like back to full health by now, isn't he? Oh, not this again. Let's go around to the side if we can. The good thing about the spear, it's got a good range on it. Oh, he's down. And we get the gloves orb as well. Yeah, it's quite Pokemon-y there, or Digimon-y, isn't it, Abhijit? So let's just have a look at that thing we just collected. Wasn't a weapon, was it? Was it gloves or something? But it was an orb, wasn't it? Okay, we'll sort that out later. Yoshi. Yeah, it was quite Yoshi-y, wasn't it, that enemy? I didn't think of that, but yeah, now you've mentioned that rump. I can see it. So this is the person we've come to meet.
My friends,
Undine.
I am Undine, the water elemental. In return for your kindness, you may use my power.
Yeah, it's always fun getting trophies, isn't it, Joel? Always fun. I need to have a look at them all, actually, to see what we need to do in order to collect the platinum for this game.
Use as you will.
If there is a platinum. Some games there aren't. Some smaller games.
You may call upon my recovery and defense magic. And you may use my battle magic.
What about me?
So here we get to use magic from this point.
You are the
Which is
wielder
exciting.
of the mana sword. Magic will never be yours to master. For to pit your own magic against that of your sword could yield disastrous results. However, you may channel the magic of others through your mana weapon. For instance, she can cast Ice Saber on your weapon, turning your enemies into snow. In addition, I leave this mana weapon to you. With it, you may attack enemies both above and below you. Call upon me at any time,
we get a javelin, which is the final weapon that we need.
All right. I'll be a master mage in no time.
And so both of the ladies here are going to be able to cast magic. The boy can't, but that's fine because he hits hard with the physical attacks anyway. So one of them is going to focus in support and curing magics. The other is going to focus in offensive and damaging magics. So let's just see if we can go ahead here and access magic. One, mate. I haven't been playing PS4 games for that long, in all honesty. So Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age, was my first platinum. Let me just sort something out here, won't be a sec. Gaia Hero, hello, welcome to the stream. Okay, so... Okay, I think we've set magic up. I didn't really understand that, to be honest with you. Let's have a look, see what happened. We'll go and kill some enemies. Let me just check something here with how this is going to work. Oh, I can't seem to click anything here. It just tells me about the power of water. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. That Great Crystal place is a complete nightmare, isn't it? It's, like, just sickeningly disgusting. Oh, congratulations, Abhijit. I'm glad it was a help, that series that I made. Well, so far they don't seem to be doing anything too icy. Let's go and sort this out. I'm going to head back to town. Oh, sorry, back to the healer person before we die here. That's alright, Joel. You can brag if you want to. What was the hardest platinum that you got, would you say, mate? Yeah, YouTube can be quite funny, unfortunately, Guy. I don't understand how it all works myself, to be honest. They keep changing things as well in terms of the interface and that. I set my channel up how I like it and stuff. Then the next thing I know, YouTube go and change all the interface to something else.
Use Undine's power. Crystal orbs are made.
Right, so I'm just going to have a look here how we do this. Action grid. Is this going to affect anything? I think the problem, Guy Hero, is that there's like 200 plus videos in that playlist that you're talking about. And YouTube only brings up 100 at a time. So you have to scroll down the page in order to get YouTube to show you the next 100 as well. I think if you do that, then the search should work properly. Oh, you are, Bushy. Welcome, mate. Yeah, playlists are important. They're important for organising stuff. I do try and keep all the walkthroughs and that I make fairly organised, so hopefully, you know, it helps people to find what they need. Right, I'm still not understanding how to get these girls to be casting magics. I mean, does the AI not do it or something? If we open somebody else's here that can open the magic window. So it just says magic level, Undine, level 0, 0%. But there's nothing to actually suggest that I'm going to be able to set that up as magic or anything on these ladies. Action grid doesn't do it, weapon level. It's quite grindy, in all honesty, Gaia. But it depends if you want 100% it or not. If you don't, then you can get away with not doing a whole lot of grinding with Final Fantasy 15. But if you do want to do everything, then you do have to do a fair bit of grinding. But most of the grinding is involved in doing optional hunts and what have you. So they don't seem to be doing anything in terms of casting their new magics. Or maybe they are. Well, we're going to need to head back to the Dwarven place. That's going to be our next destination, which is what the girl just told us. Luca, is it? I'm just going to head back and heal up. Oh, that's interesting then, Bash. Yeah, with Final Fantasy 15, you can avoid the grinding if you just want to concentrate on the story. Although the last boss can be a little bit tricky.
Would you like to see?
But with some good positioning, then it's not too bad.
Use Undine's power to clear.
But some of the optional enemies in that game, on the hunts and stuff, do get very, very challenging if you're not nicely leveled up. Right, now I need to remember the way back to the Dwarven village. I brought off Green Man Gaming, Gaia Hero, and you just get the Steam code. I just went onto Steam, put the code in, and it was fine. I mean, on this version, this game I'm actually playing on PS4, but on all the other Steam games I've brought, PC games, that's what's happened. It should say as well on the game page, I'm pretty sure it says that this is Steam. As long as it says Steam, DRM, then that's what'll happen. You'll just get the code for Steam. Yeah, that's very true, Arbushy. I think it's a staple, actually, of just the JRPG genre to have optional content. I'm trying to think which is the way to the Dwarven village now. We don't get a whole lot of info there. Yeah, I'm appreciating 12 a whole lot more than I did on PS2 days, actually. I'm not sure why that is. I enjoyed it back on PS2 when it first came out. But I'm just liking it a whole lot more since the remastered release. There's nothing really to do here, I don't think. So we'll just exit. We need to get back to where all the waterfalls and that are. So we'll just start by following the path, I think, and see where we end up. That's interesting then, Guy, because I guess it's like the opposite experience, isn't it, that we've had with that game. I don't think I 100%'d it on PS2, although I did complete the story. But I did 100% it on the PS4 remaster. Right now, I'm just looking for the Dwarven village. Oh, you Peritin. Welcome to the stream, mate, and welcome to those that have joined us over the last 5-10 minutes or so. We've just taken on a boss fight, and it went quite smoothly, actually. So now we're heading back to the Dwarven village. There's a lot of fire and lava there that's blocking our path, but we've got a new ice magic that we can use, so that should hopefully see us through there. I'm having fun with it, Gaia Hero. I am having fun with it because I do like the old style Japanese role-playing games. If I was to rate it, I'd probably give it 7 out of 10. I don't really like rating games, but I'd probably say about 7 out of 10. There's a few minor flaws with it that are niggling me. But nothing too major.
Amela? What's the matter? You're acting strange.
Don't set him off, Joel, please.
Amela? What's the matter? You're acting
It's hard to
strange.
say, really, Gaia Hero, because I haven't played the whole game yet. So I'm trying to do everything that the game has to offer. And once I've completed it, I could probably answer that question better for you. So at the moment, I wouldn't really want to say. I've only played it for about 4 hours.
This is Pandora Castle.
No, it doesn't have a job system. Well, it kind of does, I think, in the sense that everybody has fixed roles, though, so you can't select jobs. So the 2 ladies are going to be more magic-based users, one in a support role, the other in an offensive role, and the boy is going to be a melee attack damager. But that's pretty going to be the same for every playthrough. So no, I would say it does not have a job-based system. I'm trying to find the waterfalls, which is where the Dwarven village is located. But it's been a few days since I played, so my memory's kind of gone blank. How long have I been playing games in general, do you mean, Gaia? Since I was a kid. I had the Sega Mega Drive. Well, actually, my first gaming system was the Commodore 64, when I was really young then. But then my first proper gaming console was the Sega Mega Drive, or the Genesis as it was renamed in the States. I have played Bravely Default Bash and I did enjoy the game. What's it available on? I thought it was only on the Nintendo DS. Has it come to another console, has it? What inspired me to start making guides? That's an interesting question. I think a few years ago, 2012 was really when I started making them. Although I didn't take it as seriously then as I do now. But I just watched some YouTube guides myself and I enjoyed them. They helped me a lot on various games. Not games that I've covered on my own channel, but just other games that I've played. And I just thought it was a cool thing to do, so I gave it a go myself. I think the first game that I covered on my channel properly was Final Fantasy 13-2. And people seemed to like it, it helped them, so that kind of inspired me just to carry on and go forward. Yeah, just a bit, Joel, just a bit. Yeah, when I started recording games for YouTube, the whole Let's Play craze was really in its prime. And I think that has died down a little bit over, you know, the last couple of years, really. But that's pretty much when I started doing it myself. Yeah, she does like gaming, Gaia. But she doesn't really get to do it much anymore. Right, does anybody know, roughly maybe, the best way to get to the Dwarven village from here? Because I seem to have completely and utterly got myself into a lost situation. Unless it's around here. Nowadays, Abhishek, it doesn't take me a whole lot of time. I try and do everything I can while I'm recording to save editing later. I think we're getting somewhere. So, for example, if I'm recording a game with random battles and I want to try and cut those out in editing, I'll generally try and avoid random battles while I'm playing the game. That way I can save time in editing. So it doesn't actually take me a whole lot of time to edit. Probably about, on a 30-minute video, I'm going to be showing most of what I've recorded anyway, so editing probably takes about, 10-15 minutes for that video, since I've already got things like introduction and end screens ready to go anyway. And then it takes about 30 to 40 minutes to process the video, which it can do in the background while I'm doing other things. And then the biggest time sink for me in YouTube video creation is going to be the uploading to YouTube itself. Since I don't have the best internet in the world, I've only got a 6 megabyte upload speed. So it takes about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to upload one 30-minute video. Which is one of the reasons, by the way, which is why I'm enjoying live streaming so much, is that you're uploading as you're playing. So not only is the editing non-existent, but in a sense the upload afterwards is non-existent as well. Which is a nice bonus. That's BT, Gaia. Are you in the UK, are you? BT pretty much have a monopoly on the network structures and the phone line structures around the UK. So if you can't get cable in your area, and in my area you can't, you are at the mercy of the BT network. Regardless of what company or ISP you use, you have to use their network. Yeah, it's because it was a publicly owned company a few decades ago, and there was no business competition really. And then when the internet came out, there was no there was no competition, as I say, so the UK really did lag behind, and it still is to this day. Right, I'm trying to get to the next level here, I think. So BT sent me an email, actually. I don't normally care for spam email, but they sent me an email saying that they're now doing 200 megabyte guaranteed internet connection download speeds. I don't know what the upload will be on that, but it's got to be better than what I'm currently getting. So I thought, oh, that sounds exciting, and that would help with my YouTube stuff. So I went onto the website and it says it's not available in my area. I'm thinking, well, what the hell did you send me the bloody email for then? Yeah, I've got fibre optic, but it's fibre optic to the cabinet, not to the premises. I think their guaranteed 200 meg download is to the premises, but they're still rolling it out. I can't seem to find the correct entrance here. Right, these aren't entrances, it's none of those. Is it down here? Oh, it's down here. Oh, cheers for that, Captain Bosch. Appreciate that. This is not the entrance we wanted, so I'm going to exit as soon as we can. Some of them drop loot parroting, not all of them do. There's a treasure chest that comes from the corpse if there is loot when you kill an enemy in this game. But the other thing as well is that most of these enemies drop candy, which is basically the potion of Secret of Mana, as in it heals you like potions do in Final Fantasy. And I'm actually maxed out on candy at the moment, so it could be that they're not dropping them because of that. Hiya, Gallic. Welcome. Yeah, this game is fun. It's something you can relax to. Just sit back and put your feet up. Although it can be a bit challenging. I've not thought of it like that, Gaia. Yeah, it's a terrible message, isn't it? Eat lots of candy and you'll be nice and healthy. Oh, hiya, Adam. Thanks for joining us. Right, so we're back in the Dwarven Village now, which is where we wanted to be. King Ezra the Wise. Ah, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. So we'll go ahead and I'm just going to see how we're doing on experience. Level 13, that's not too bad. Somebody told me we do want to be about level 15 at this point in the game. But I think that would have taken a lot of extra grinding because I've done some already. And as you can see, we're still nowhere near level 15. Oh, brilliant, Gallic. Yeah, Final Fantasy VIII, that was a fun playthrough that I did. I think that was last year, was it? Or the year before? You can get so overpowered in Final Fantasy VIII if you, really make advantage of the junction system. Oh, we can upgrade the boomerang now. Gaia Hero, yes, I'm definitely going to be doing Ni no Kuni 2. I'm looking forward to that one, coming out in March this year. And, oh yeah, last of 2016, was it, Gallic? Yeah, I thought it was about then. Oh, thank you, Bash. Appreciate that, following me on Twitter. Right, we can forge the spiked knuckle, so we will do that as well. And we've got the power glove now. I think. Oh, that's right, we use the... I'm just going to go ahead, guys, and start this again, because I think I might have wasted my orbs. Which I do not want to do. Yeah, Ni no Kuni's got that charm to it, hasn't it, Gaia? So I'm going to load my autosave here. And we should have those orbs back. We don't want to kill the blacksmith yet.
I've been waiting. Which weapon is ready for reforging?
Okay, we'll do this. Okay. I don't think we did waste anything. I think that was fine. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to check that we hadn't wasted our orbs on stuff we didn't want. But that was it. We had just enough orbs to upgrade everything we could upgrade. So that's perfect. I think there's nothing else he can do for us now.
I've been waiting. Which weapon is ready for
Yep, that's fine. We'll leave Watts alone. I've no idea, Ormbert. I just wanted to make sure you couldn't. By wasting orb, I meant upgrade a weapon I didn't want to upgrade yet instead of something else until we got another orb. But yeah, I don't think you can. You're right. So we need to go and find the fire. And since we've got this freeze spell, we should be able to access what lies beyond. Is it this way? It's the lava we're looking for. Let's try going behind. Aha, this is it. Yes, welcome, Adam. Welcome, mate. Right, now the question is, how the heck do we use magic? Ah! This could be it. Ice Saber. Don't think it's this person we want, though. Let's try this one. Ooh, very exciting, Adam. I don't have a whole lot of experience with them, but I'm sure that'll be awesome. Freeze, I think. Is that it? Have we done it? Oh, cheers, Ormbert. I think we've got it, actually. Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? Okay, so I know how to use magic now, which is helpful. The only thing is, will the AI use magic by itself? Because so far, it hasn't been doing so. It's just been using physical weapons still. And it would be nice if it would use magic. Okay, so we've got some goblins here. Let's go ahead. Ooh, that was a nice bit of damage there. Okay. Let's use it on this bat goblin. Oh yeah, Eric.
Takes more than that.
Oh, that's good to know. I'm glad you enjoyed that playthrough. I'm going to head back and heal up. I was messing about with the magic then, so... I wish our AI characters would do it by themselves. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that then, Eric. That series helped you. Thank you very much for letting me know. What, do you mean you can select more enemies at once, Ormbert? And Ormbert, do you know if the AI can be set up to do magic? Or will it only always do physical attack spells?
Stay the night.
Ah, congrats, Adam. Congrats. Top 5 Final Fantasy favourite games? In no particular order, since I don't think I could put them in a particular order, I would say... 7 for sure. 9, 10, 12, and then either 8 or 6.
He's made my rusty sword shine like it's brand new. With a sword like this at my side, everyone
I'm not
can
sure
tell that
which
I'm
of
a
those
knight
last
who
two
means
though would fit in the
business.
top 5.
I know. I'll try it out with a few practice swings.
It figures.
What's your problem?
This is actually a new, probably pointless feature to the remake version of Secret of Mana, which is where the characters sort of interact with one another when you're resting an inn.
Doesn't make you a knight. You'll never be a warrior.
That's why I'm practicing.
That wasn't practice.
I'm still learning myself, Guy Hero, about how attacks work, believe it or
No,
not.
I didn't.
You can switch weapons,
The truth hurts.
and there is a few weapon choices to choose from.
No more sword
And you can
practice
control the
today
other
or
party
anything.
members as well and use their magic attacks or whatever.
Oops.
So you do
I
get some
realized
choice
I
for
touched
sure.
a nerve.
You did not.
Like I said, you're
I'll
so
show you the
immature.
weapons in a sec after this bit of text here. But we do get a nice variety of weapons. We'll just have to rest up first. Just where the computer controls the other characters. So the characters I'm not controlling, I was wondering if it's possible to set them up to cast magic in battle. Because at the minute they only use their weapons to attack with when I'm not controlling them. Right, to show you the weapons then, I've actually got them all now, and we can upgrade them into better versions. I've already upgraded some of them. And you do that by using the orbs. So you've got some melee weapons, the rapier and the spear are probably my favourite of those. And you've got some ranged weapons, the chakram and the bow. And some heavy hitting weapons like the axe as well. So that's the melee weapons, the melee and ranged weapons, and then you get magic spells as well, magic attacks. But I've only just unlocked magic, so I'm still learning on how to use it myself. Yeah, they've got a kind of materia style about them, haven't they? So these goblins seem to hurt quite hard, actually. Pick this treasure up. Dead? Yeah. Ah, we level up nicely as well. I have done before Guy Hero, but I haven't recently. No particular reason. There's just not a whole lot of room on the stream to stick a camera in. Plus it means getting the webcam out again, and I don't actually know where it is off the top of my head. Now that is one weird enemy. I've not seen that before. It's a chest knight. And we seem to miss it a lot. I don't have a whole lot of experience with the hand bombs, Bash. I haven't really used them. Ah, okay, Peverton, appreciate that. So basically, they can just use physical attacks, and that's about it. Now I've got to kill the goblins again. I forgot they respawn instantly once you reset an area. Let's try and get a charge blow with the axe, shall we? Oh, I was just reading through your message, Umberto. I appreciate you taking the time to let me know about that. Thank you. Yeah, I understand what you mean. So we can open up a menu here and switch across to one of our other characters, such as Erdine. One of these should give us cure as well, shouldn't they? If I can figure out which one. Let's kill these and we'll have a look. Okay, they're dead. Right then, let me just see how we... For some reason, I can go over to whoever's got the green selection. Oh, right, there's the purple one. It's working now. Cure water. Yeah, thanks, Orbert. I think I've got it just about sus now, thanks to your help. Okay, we need to go this way. Should we cast freeze on this thing? Maybe that will help. We go ahead and switch here. Freeze, yep. No, it didn't seem to work, I don't think, or did it? Is it dead? Oh, it's dead. Brilliant. Just going to check how much experience we've got. What's my opinion on the whole weather rubbish for the Mark Lindworm on Final Fantasy XII? I don't remember the exact mechanics of spawning that Mark, but I know there are a few things in Final Fantasy XII that are required to have. You can also heal more characters at once. Thanks, Umbert. I'll bear that in mind. There were a few hunts, weren't there, where you had to sort the weather out in order to get the Mark to spawn by heading in and out of the area. And yeah, it was quite annoying, quite frankly. And there's not a whole lot you can do about it, unfortunately, is there? No, there was nothing there. Thought that was like a secret door or something. Or do we have to kill the other knight as well? Right, let's just try and use some magic here. Is he dead? Nope. Oh, it's dead now. There's some secret areas here, look. Oh, the slimes. These guys suck because they keep respawning. Oh, right, I am remembering it now. Yeah, it's, yeah, I do remember that, and it is a pain. I'm guessing there's a switch on the other side as well that we need to use. Let's switch back over to the spear here. Alright, Adam, yeah, appreciate that. I did start playing Final Fantasy XIV about a week ago. No, about 2 weeks ago. But I never really had time to do a whole lot with it. I think I got to about level 14. But I do want to get back and try it a little bit more. So somebody's got poison, but before we sort that out, let me just see what we can do here. We've got freeze. Acid storm. Try this. Ah, we killed them both. Wonderful stuff. I think I might have done on my original Final Fantasy VIII playthrough. I have changed quite a bit since those, though. Ah, right, so we've opened the central passageway. Yeah, those knights were quite annoying because they had a high evasion, didn't they? And I don't think we had to kill them either. Okay. Got an on and off switch on either side. I'm on an EU server. Adam, is that what you're playing on? I can't remember off the top of my head what the server is, though. It was one of the servers that gives you double experience. That's a scary thought, actually, Gaia. I'm just going to make sure we've not missed anything in this place. So that's where we came in. Master Fuzz. So we're going to have to use the rope, is it? Or the whip? In order to make our way across here. In fact, one thing I do want to do is just change Fuzzy's weapon so we can level up something else. Like the javelin, for example. The pole dart. Ah, so it's a nice ranged weapon. Or quite powerful as well. Oh, I like that. Right, who has the good old whip equipped? Nobody. At the moment, nobody. Oh, I'm messing myself up here, big time. The axe, that's what I wanted. Oh, Adam, I think you were telling me that a few days ago, weren't you? That was really bad luck, because we weren't sure at first if it counted, were we, when you told me about it? Or was that somebody else? I'm sure that might have been you, though. Another chest. Since we've got lots of candy, I'm just going to use one here. Yeah, Gaio, I've spent a lot of time with World of Warcraft. And I've enjoyed that. I've got many, many hours pumped into that game, I'll tell you.
Thanks.
I've got another one of these torches here. One sec, I'm just going to send a text message to somebody, and then I'll carry on. No, Guy, I'm no good with shooters, to be honest with you. I've always sucked at them. Every time I try and play them, I just literally get obliterated. Even in, like, teams with matchmaking, when I'm supposed to be playing against other useless people. I just get completely destroyed. I'm no good at it. I think my reaction time's just slowed as I've got older, to be honest. Yes, Peritin, I've got Battle for Azeroth pre-ordered, ready to go. I've unlocked the allied races as well, all of them. And I've been levelling a Void Elf. I've got it to level, 40 something now, I think. So I want to get the Heritage Armour on that once it's reached level 110, but it's not there yet. But I play that pretty much in my own relaxing time, not necessarily like for YouTube or anything. Yeah, see you later, Adam. Thanks for stopping by today. Don't forget as well, guys, I will be streaming later tonight, although that's probably going to be more Final Fantasy 12. So this could be a tough battle, because these chest knights take ages to kill. Because there's just so much misses occurring. Still not one dead yet. Well, that's one down. Come on, yes, there we go. So there's only one door here. Okay, we do have a boss fight coming up as well, according to my notes that I've got written down here. The Fire Gigas. Oh, we're getting enemies all over the place. Need to heal up after this. How are we doing on experience as well? Might be getting close to another level. Not with you. Okay, maybe not. SL Man, Alakim, welcome, mate. Thanks for joining us on the stream. And to those that have come on over the last 20 minutes or so as well, thanks for stopping by. So we're playing Secrets of Mana this afternoon, right now. And then later this evening, I'm hopefully going to stream again with Final Fantasy 12. Various different websites, Gaia. GameFAQs is a big one. Reddit. And just generally Google, to tell you the truth. I mean, more so with games like Secrets of Mana that I've not played before. A lot of the games that I do play, though, I've just generally just played a heck of a lot before doing a walkthrough for them.
This is the altar room.
But the internet does provide good resources, so...
Hey, hang on, hold up! You can't just barge in here. The great gnome ain't gonna let pipsqueaks on his tart. Now scram!
My last brew parroting was about an hour ago, so I'm starting to shake a bit now. Once the stream's finished, I'm going to go and put the kettle on again. Quiplash. I've never even heard of it, guy. I'm not an expert with Twitch, to be honest. A lot of people told me I should be streaming on Twitch, which is why I went ahead and set up this software to stream to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And that's fine. But I am still learning the ropes with Twitch.
What a lot of hot air. Why don't you scram?
Yeah, I'll teach you a lesson, little brat.
Take this.
Why, you little... Uh-oh, I'm out of here.
So I'm guessing this is where the boss is going to come.
There's something back there.
Move, run away from the fire. And what I'm going to start by doing here is hitting this guy with freeze. Since he seems quite fiery. 133 damage, I like it. Let's try and do that again, shall we? Freeze again. I think we wasted it that time. Oh no, we didn't use any MP, or did we? I can't see. So it looks like we do about 100 points of damage each time we cast that spell. Lava Wave level 4, that sounds like something we're going to want to heal after. No, it's not too bad. Cheers, Abhishek, thank you. Right, we'll cast freeze again here. And while we're waiting for that to cast, we'll use our other party member to throw a heal on. It's possible we can do AoE heal, somebody was saying earlier. Cure Water. And we can do Ice Saber as well. Right, I'm not sure how we do AoE heals, the only thing. Oh, there we go. We just cycle across to all. Very useful. So there's freeze. Yeah, Near Automator's a lot of fun, so it's possibly something I will get to. I have thought before about doing a series on that game. Okay, so once again, we're just going to go ahead. We'll cast freeze. And we'll cast heal. Heal all. Oh, this is going down quite well now that we've got this magic. I think we've done it. Yeah, we got a trophy. That was an easy boss fight because we had magic. And thanks for that tip, Ormbert, on doing AoE healing. I wouldn't probably have noticed that otherwise. One thing I do notice with Secrets of Mana is it doesn't give you a whole lot of hand-holding. It doesn't tell you about the stuff you can do or can't do. We've got the axe orb. Brilliant. Ah, that'd be superb, Peritine. Ah, a couple of bourbon biscuits as well, my favourite. Bourbons are great because they're one of the few biscuits that don't drop down into the tea as easily. Just check what's going on around here. Not much, we're just going to speak to the dude. See what he's got to say for himself. Thank you, Abhijit, thank you. Yeah, I can understand that one, Bert. It does in most games, doesn't it? But it's a lot better, perhaps, doing AoE healing, say, twice, than trying to cast single target heal spells on all 3 party members at once. I'll drink coffee, Gaia Hero, if there's no tea available.
I'll show you hard feelings. Swear your loyalty to me, and maybe, just maybe, I'll forgive you. Otherwise, I'll throw you to my vicious bodyguard.
Please, forgive me. I'll be your servant. I'll do anything.
Hey, who are you calling your bodyguard?
I know when I've met my match.
Normal,
Call on me
Gaia.
anytime.
My body needs the caffeine. That's why I have to drink a lot of tea or coffee.
I'll be there. Now, close your eyes, boss.
Oh no, you can't do it, Periton. There's such a skill. When you dip your biscuit into the tea, you cannot just bring it out at a horizontal angle because the weight of the water is going to snap it right in two and you've lost it then. You have to bring it out vertical and kind of keep it vertical as you put it above your head and open your mouth and drop it down into your mouth. It's the only way to do it with rich tea. It's got a certain strategy that, you know, does take a bit to master. That's good to hear, Abhijit. That's good to hear.
Excuse me? Since when were we an item?
I like your style, Gnome.
It's just come with practice, Gaia Hero.
Well, that's that. He's seeing ya.
So we've got the power of gnome magic.
Come on, we gotta get to the mana seed.
The voice acting, pretty typical, I'd say, for Japanese role-playing game, a more traditional Japanese role-playing game with voice acting. It's not great, in all honesty. I've not tried the Japanese voice acting, although you do have the option of selecting it.
Ooh, my head.
It's not necessarily the worst voice acting I've heard, though.
Ow.
You okay?
Hang in there.
Ah, sorry, I drifted off there.
Give me a break.
Hey, don't get ants in your pants. While I was asleep, my past came back to me. I lived in the forest in the Upperland. So it's decided, that's where we gotta go. I'll let you hang out with me until we get back to my home. You're welcome.
Gee, thanks.
Right, so we want to head back to the blacksmith now. That way we can go ahead and upgrade our weapons once more. Also, the one thing I would also like to check is if we're leveling magic in the same sense that we are leveling weapons. So if we head over to magic level here, yes we are. That's useful to know then. Okay, so the more we use spells, obviously the more we're going to level magic. I think the next game I'm going to be looking forward to... Well, I am actually looking forward to Final Fantasy 15 on PC, which is probably the very next game, because of the extra content, and I'm looking forward to actually seeing how it runs on PC. The next brand new game I'm looking forward to is Ni no Kuni 2. Since I did like the first game, and I've seen some trailers and gameplay videos for the sequel, it looks, you know, like it's going to be a good role-playing game. I'm looking forward to Battle for Azeroth, which was mentioned earlier on. I've got that pre-ordered and ready to go. Probably be out in August or September time. And there's a few others as well, but I can't think off the top of my head. How about you, Guy Hero? I'm just thinking, can we use the magic rope here to port us out of this place? Yes, we can.
Can you hear me? Gemma has not returned from Pandora yet. Something must have happened.
Yeah. I was a bit unsure about that myself as well, Guy Hero, but I'm thinking that
I sense evil in the Pandora
the game
ruins.
itself should still be fun with
look
whatever
into
they
it and
replace
find
that
out
kind of
what's keeping
system
Gemma.
with.
Luke is right. We need to get to the Pandora ruins on the double.
So the Pandora Ruins is going to be our next destination. I never actually played the original, to be honest. So we'll head to the blacksmith.
I've been waiting. Which weapon is ready for reforging?
So the axe. And that's everything. Alright then guys, well we're just going to head over to the inn at this point. We'll rest up and save. I'm going to take a break then. I might just spend a little bit of time off stream later on or something. Just levelling up our magic. Maybe get an extra character level or whatever, just to help us going forward. And I do expect to be back then tomorrow with this game. I will be back later tonight as well, at least that's the current plan. But the plan is to play Final Fantasy 12 then, since we've done quite a few streams with that, and I would like to finish that playthrough.
I can't decide if I should make you my underlings or not. You look like troublemakers to me.
Underling? Forget it. Besides, he looks more the subordinate type than I do.
No way. am I taking
9:30
orders.
UK time will be my streaming this evening, or when the streaming begins.
So that was
And
a
I should
pretty
go for about the
fast
same
day.
amount of time, an
Did you
hour and
really
15
manage
minutes
to
or
trick
so.
travelers into giving you money?
Yeah, thanks for joining us today, Peritin.
No comment.
Don't forget, guys, you can head over to Facebook, and I
That's
tend
not
to
good enough.
have the schedule up there for live streaming.
No one else fell for our ruse except for you guys.
Good. I don't want to travel around with a liar who cheated a bunch of innocent people out of their gold.
Calling me a liar's a little harsh. I apologized already, remember? It's in my nature to be tricky. I'm a sprite. You just gotta expect a prank or two.
Yeah, I don't use it all that much, to be honest, Guy. I'm not exactly a Facebook addict like some
Not on
people
this
are.
journey.
I generally only use it to promote my YouTube channel. I don't use it as a personal thing. I've just got no interest in it. But it does help make people aware of some of my videos and stuff, so in that sense it is helpful, I find. Yeah, we'll save. Alright then guys, well we've saved up, so I think I can go ahead and quit the game now. So thanks for stopping by today. It's been fun. And as I say, I will try and get a little bit of grinding done off camera, so to speak, so that you haven't got to put up with it at the start of the next live stream. We can just be good to go with whatever it is we're doing then, heading over to Pandora or something, isn't it? But yeah, I'm going to log off then now, so if you can, do come and join me later on tonight, 9:30 UK time, but I will schedule that on YouTube as well, so you can see the countdown depending on your time zone. And we'll look forward to that. So take care, guys. I'll see you soon.